you doing out here?
Waiting.
Oh, hasn't Ted Dowell arrived yet?
No.
Let's go inside.
Well, I've been inside.
Inside the courtroom?
I got here early.
Why?
I don't know.
Rod, everything will be all right.
Mr. Garson's in the courtroom.
Well, what's he doing here?
Well, he was talking to Gus Chernock. No, Dad, they weren't conspiring.
I didn't say that.
No, you didn't say that. You know, I've only been scared 3 times in my life, really scared. When I saw Joe Chernock dead. When I was told Allison was in the hospital. And right now, when I saw Elliot Carson in that courtroom.
What's Carson got to do with it?
He was convicted in a courtroom just like that. I don't mean to rake up the past.
It is the past, Rod. Now, listen, let's get this straight. You're going in there for a preliminary hearing. Now, this hearing only determines whether there's going to be a trial. I don't think you'll come to trial. I think the judge will find there's insufficient evidence.
Dad.
Rod, there's nothing to be afraid of. Nothing.
Do you mean that?
Rodney. Stella.
I thought you said you weren't going to come.
Sit down. They'll move down for you.
No, never mind.
Sorry. Norman, I got a subpoena. Would you move over, please?
Dad, that's all right. I'll sit with Betty.
What happened? All right, they called you. Cool it. Remember the game we played?
Yeah.
No more games. No more practice warm-ups. This is the real thing. Now, you stick to the truth and not one word out of you. More than is necessary.
All rise. Division 10, Municipal Court of the County of Peyton. Now in session, the Honorable Judge Charles E. Weber presiding.
This is the time and place set for hearing the case of the people versus Rodney Harrington. Counsel ready?
Ready for the people, Your Honor.
Ready for the defense, Your Honor.
The defense is present with counsel. You may proceed, Computer.
Mr. Norman Harrington.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear that the testimony you're about to give in the case now pending before this court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
State your name, please.
Norman Harrington.
Be seated.
Mr. Harrington, you are the brother of the accused, Rodney Harrington. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
A little louder, please, Mr. Harrington.
Yes, sir.
Now, Mr. Harrington, on the night of July 16th, from about 7 o'clock on, will you recall your movements for the court?
I was with Allison Mackenzie. And Kim Schuster. We were at the library together.
How long did you stay there?
I don't know. I don't wear a watch.
Well, approximately.
15, 20 minutes.
Now, why did you leave?
Kim took off.
Well, she ran away?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Harrington, you must speak in an audible tone so that the court reporter can transcribe what you're saying.
Sorry.
Now, when you and Allison Mackenzie discovered that Kim Schuster was missing, what did you do?
We went looking for her.
Did you find her?
No, sir. She found us.
Well, what direction was she coming from?
The wharf area.
From the wharf area.
That's right.
Well, what emotional state was she in?
I'm no doctor.
But you're a perceptive young man. From your observation, was she happy? Was she laughing?
No, sir.
Was she crying?
Yes, sir.
Was she frightened?
Yes, sir.
Was she shaking?
Yes, sir.
Was she hysterical?
Yes.
To the best of your ability, would you describe her actions? What form did her hysteria take?
Well, she grabbed onto Allison. She wouldn't let go. She couldn't talk, so we took her home.
In a highly emotional and agitated state?
That's right.
From what she'd seen at the wharf?
Objection. Cause for conclusion on the part of the witness.
Sustained.
Your witness.
That's all?
For now, Mr. Harrington.
Are you going to cross-examine?
What for? She came from the wharf area. It isn't in dispute.
Well, how and why she went to it might help us.
Do you have a line, Stephen?
Possibly.
Go ahead.
Norman, you said Kim ran away. Can you tell us why?
I don't know, really. I guess she got mad.
Mad? Why?
Well, I was talking to Allison. We were in the corner.
And where was Kim?
Allison left her with the librarian in this hut.
Well, would you say that Kim was jealous of the attention Allison was paying to you?
Objection. Calls for a conclusion on the part of the witness.
Sustained.
Well, did she stroll out of the library?
No, sir. She took off like a shot.
Well, when you found her later that evening, did she say where she'd been?
No, sir.
Did she say what she'd seen, if anything?
No, sir.
Well, did she speak at all?
No, sir.
Well, then, as far as you know, she was still in the same highly emotional and agitated state she was in when she left the library.
Objection.
No further questions.
Redirect.
No, Your Honor.
You may step down. That will be all, Mr. Harrington. You may proceed, Mr. Prosecutor.
Sergeant Goddard, please take the stand.
Stella, how come they waste all this time on a kid? Why don't they get to you? You could put a rope around his neck.
Papa.
A rope around his neck,
Shut
Stella.
up, Papa. Just shut up.
Preview from the continuing story of Peyton Place.
We have to decide what to do.
I don't know what you're capable of doing or not doing.
Do you want to take the trouble to find out?
Did Rodney say, I just want to talk to you?
Mr. Cord,
Your Honor, I'm trying to establish...
I'm well aware of what you're trying to establish, Mr. Cord, but there's an objection before the bench.
Can you point that person out?
Yeah. Yeah.